Hey TikTok, props to history here. My friend Weaponized Mogwai asks, are there any surviving props from 1927's Metropolis, directed by Fritz Lang? Yes, but unsurprisingly for a movie that old, not a whole lot. Now, Metropolis from 1927 was a movie that was very ahead of its time, not just in technique, but also thematically. This is a film that at that time cost 5 million marks to make, which in today's money, counting for inflation, is about $200 million. It also used 37,000 extras and has the odious reputation of being one of Adolf Hitler's favorite films. In fact, director Fritz Lang actually met with Reich Minister of Propaganda Joseph Goebbels, who told him that it was one of Hitler's and his favorite films. Well, Fritz Lang was Jewish, and he left for Paris the next day. Now, as far as surviving pieces go, there are pitifully few, sadly. There's this example of screen-used money that was made for the film that survives. This casting of one of the death masks used during the production of the film, but it's actually just cast from the production mold, so it's not actually a screen-used prop. And it actually sold recently, but came from the collection of legendary historian and collector and writer Forrest Ackerman, who actually coined the phrase sci-fi. Sadly, Maria, the robot, the most famous of all the props from Metropolis, which was in fact a full metal suit worn by actor Bridget Helm, who the director Fritz Lang would not allow to use a stunt person, just wanted the actor in there the entire time. And you may not be surprised to find out she passed out a lot in it. Now, as the story goes, during production, that costume, which they only made one of, was actually really badly beaten up and damaged during the making of the film, and what little bits survived of it ended up in the hands of one of the history museums in Berlin. But by the time 1945 came to an end, there wasn't a whole lot left of Berlin, and it was thought to have been completely destroyed. Now, even the film itself was thought to have been lost at one point, because when it was released in the United States and in Great Britain, it was completely rewritten. In fact, they just took Fritz Lang's very Marxist themes that were in the film and wrote around just the footage to make it seem like it wasn't the corporations that were evil, as Fritz Lang had made it out to be, but that it was an employee that was evil and that the corporations were the good guys. And only those foreign releases were thought to exist until a complete copy was actually found in Argentina. And when I say complete, I mean mostly complete. There's actually still several minutes of the film missing. Now, the influence that this movie has had on popular culture and science fiction is tremendous. The robot Maria directly influenced Ralph McQuarrie in the design of C-3PO. And Superman creators Jerry Siegel and Joe Shuster actually took the name for Superman's home city from the film itself. Stay safe, everybody. Props to history.